This is Beast Deities Tablos, and he is a really great figure. I want to put him next to my Super Saiyan 4. They look really good together. I'm really glad I picked this guy up. The only complaints I really have about it is, for one, the QC is kind of okay. It also doesn't feel that durable. But also, the articulation felt more like a modified 2.0. And not like the 3.0 Super Saiyan 4 right here. So, if you have your Tablos at home, you can go ahead and compare. I changed up the articulation on this guy. All up in the torso, because the torso, it just came out really disappointing. And I'm going to strip him a little bit here. Okay, oh shoot. Yikes. So, put them back together. So, get them all naked up like this. So, alright. So, I put some ball joints at the bottom of these butterflies. Because before, the butterflies were all up on the chest, and it only allowed for like that much movement. Before, he only like overlapped his wrists, but now I bring in, ooh, that's one of the QC things I was talking about. With my modification, he can overlap his elbows. That is exactly what the 2.0 does, or the 3.0 I mean. He can just about get there. I mean, it takes some fiddling, of course, but, you know, you get the point. He does a lot. He does a lot there. And this guy does a lot of crunch. Tablos didn't out of the box, because this is one solid piece of white here with sockets on either end of it. So I kind of just opened them up. Now we can crunch all the way over those white abs, those skin abs, and he can go in like that now. So I'd like to start at this waist ball joint. So I just kind of moved stuff around and cut it out to make room, and then I cut in right here underneath this set of abs, and I think this set of abs juts out way too much and gets in the way of articulation. See, that's where it stops. But I can't sand these down because of the fur texture. I mean, I would lose that fur texture. So I just cut it down underneath those abs, and it allowed for a lot more. I'm trying to... And then up here, it's kind of hard to get off. Hold up. There we go. And right here, as you can see, I cut this out to allow for more movement. That one was pretty simple. So let me pop out this butterfly and show you. Got a mixel joint right here on a spine, and I cut out as much in here as I could. And you can see here, there is the mixel socket. So I kind of put it close to the spine bit as I could. Right? And it probably doesn't move on as wide of an axis as it could if I put it more towards the wall right here where the traps are. But you can see back here, you know, where I put in those holes. Instead of completely cutting down on the stomach, you can see it actually eats the socket parts, so that the sockets become a non-issue. They're not in the way at all, because there's just, you know, the stomach just goes around it. I also, you can see in there, right at the front and at the back of that spine piece that runs this way, you can see I cut into those as much as I could, or as much as I needed to get that crunch forward and back, because those were in the way before. But that's like, I do that to practically every Figure Arts ever. Yeah, and so it's kind of an involved mod. It took some time for sure, but it really allows for some movement and really improves this great figure already. There were a few QC issues I had to fix too. This keeps breaking apart, but it also keeps breaking apart, so I left it. Also, this piece tears, so be careful. Put them back together. So this arm actually broke. So I put one of those spine pieces in there. I used this for the ball joint you saw a second ago. And it's bigger than this hole, so I drilled it a little bit so it just kind of slots in. But it's loose. It's loose. So the other thing was this this wrist joint right here. It broke on this side, so I replaced it with the same piece from 2.0 Goku. And it's the exact same. It fits perfectly, except it goes in a little deeper now. And there's less movement, but, you know, it's fixed. Was here at the head. I opened up. I cut this down, so those move better. But I also, to make the hair less heavy, I put in just the tip of the hair, the third piece. But also, this set of hair right here, I made it to where it could come off. It goes like this, actually, in here. But, oh. So they stop the traps they stop the neck from going back. So you take them off, and look at that. Even pointing the other way, still getting away. Oops, there you go. But like that, even with this piece on, it just looks a little weird. Like there's something missing. Just right there. So on the shelf, I have this on. And it looks better, it does. I take that off when I'm playing with it because it makes it easier. Oh, popped off again. Well, that's gonna be about it. This Tablos is really a great figure, and this mod I feel really improves it. But it was pretty good on its own. Like out of the box, he's perfectly fine. I mean, either way, the hair's still very heavy, and he's still hard to play with. But he's still a good figure. Still really good figure. Oh, and he's not even gonna stand up right now. No, that's okay. Yeah, just fight me. Just fight me like that. See, I can't. Okay. Well, all right. I mean, I would still recommend this figure. I mean, it's Tablos. Where else are you gonna get a Figure Arts Tablos? Put him next to Super Saiyan 4. No, he looks great. And yeah, that's gonna be about it. You guys have yourself a good day. Palm in your face.